Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. We greet you all, viewers of this beautiful podcast, which we started today. You are all welcome. Wow, today is Emma and
Mom.
we are here today. We're going to talk about something very beautiful. The topic is amazing. It's going to change so many parents' point of views and so many children's as well. Children that are going to school and those that are not going to school. It will prepare them to know what to do in future if they are not involved in.
Drug uses in school.
Exactly. So that is the subject of today. And also, we do have a special person, a special, very special, very, very special. He actually does not want us to show his face. He would like to remain anonymous, and that is
Bobby.
we have Bobby in the house. We're going to ask him some questions with regards to this. We are going to talk about this issue of
Drug uses in school.
exactly. So today, that is what we're talking about. So, like we said, we have a special person in the house. We are going to talk about this, the different types of drugs that children do in schools. They sometimes start this in primary school, some of them in high school, depending on the schools and the people or the children that are attending those schools. So that is what we're talking about today. This is an eye opener to many parents, to many of us. So let's talk about it. Bobby, over to you. We give the microphone to Bobby, who does not want us to show his face. He's going to tell us some things about drug uses in schools. Bobby, first of all, you are welcome to Emma and Mom. We appreciate you being here today. So, we are going to talk about this. And once more, welcome to this podcast. Today being the 26th of November, 2025. Awesome, awesome, awesome to have you here. We appreciate you. And it's been amazing to have you here. It wasn't easy to actually invite you. But then when you agreed to come, I was so excited. I was, over the moon. I was just so happy. So thank you for being here. Bobby,
Okay.
please, can you kindly introduce yourself first before we proceed?
Okay. I'm Bobby. I'm a person well versed through communications. I communicate a lot. I'm an entrepreneur. Honestly, I'm a busy man, but yeah.
Awesome, beautiful. Amazing. We're actually very happy to have you here in the house, Bobby. We want to talk about this issue about drugs in schools.
Yeah.
What is it that you know about this? Because when I was talking to you out of the camera, you told me so many things about what's happening in different schools. And you said to me that you saw some people in toilets, you know, in schools, and they were doing things that they were not supposed to do. And as you know, this is going to be posted. We're not going to use the term drugs too much. We can use that once or twice, but then after we can just use the abbreviation, those other words. So, what type of things or drugs that children are doing in schools? Can you please tell us more about it? Can you elaborate? Thank you
Yes,
so
of
much.
course. As you know, we live in a country where drugs essentially is normalized, pushed towards public for general use and such. There are different types of drugs. We can use the gate opener, cigarettes. Another well-known common drug is weed, vapes, and even hookah pipes, where you mix in varieties of drugs, different types, different flavors, and different variables for flavor.
All right. So tell us more about it. This different kind of drugs that you said, that they are variables that they use. And I believe you also, I remember you also told me that there's this muffins that they sell in schools, really not inside schools, but usually in tuck shops um, outside the schools, very close to the schools or near the schools. And you also said they have a certain term of terminology or name that they call those muffins.
Yeah.
Do you mind telling us a little bit more about it before we go back? We go back to the vapes that you were telling us about.
Yeah, what you're currently speaking of is called space muffins.
Right. That's what they call it.
Yes.
Space muffins. Okay. Space muffins. So that is some kind of a cake, right?
Yeah.
A muffin.
Yeah.
All right. I get you. All right. So before we talk more about the muffins, I can see Emma is actually looking at me. I believe you do have something you would like to say as well. I am going to give you a word very soon. Just prepare yourself. Thank you. For now, I just want to know more from Bobby. You said something that really caught my attention when you were talking. You spoke about vapes and you say they have different types of vapes. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, by different types of vapes, I mean different types of flavors. As you know, vape was created to, well, stop the addiction of smoking. But nowadays, younger people and as well as older people use it more than they were using cigarettes. Yes, it might be in general less harmful than cigarettes, but it does not remove the harm from it. And people continue to use it through their bad addiction, use it to continue to fuel their bad addictions, which was not the purpose of it originally.
Hmm. Absolutely. I understand exactly what you mean by that. Now, what is it exactly that they are doing? Children, I'm talking about children in high schools,
Mm.
or I don't know if we're going to include primary schools or should we talk about high schools?
Let's mainly start from high schools.
Mainly it starts
Mainly,
from high schools.
mainly starts in high school. Yes, you can be introduced to it in primary, but you mainly start truly focusing on it in high school.
All right, I see. I understand that part. Okay. So now let's go again to the space muffins.
Mm.
What is the color of those muffins? And how much does it cost?
Well, you can't necessarily ask about the color because it depends on flavor, right? If something is chocolate, you normally expect it to be brown. If something is vanilla, maybe a little bit light shade or something, but yeah. But usually, if you're asking about how to differentiate it from normal cupcakes, it will show depending on the flavor. Chocolate normally hides the weed's distinct color and appearance, but when you buy the space muffins that is vanilla, you see the space muffin. You see the weed within the muffin.
Wow. Okay, so you see the weed within the muffin.
Yes.
And when this school children goes to buy it, what did they say? How did they know how to differentiate, how to talk about it?
Space muffins also has the smell of, well, weed inside of them, right?
Okay.
And your question was, how do they know where to buy them? How do they know where to get them?
Where to get them, and uh, what are the terminology that they use when buying it?
Or they don't necessarily ask about terminology. Terminology. They know what they want. They know what they need, right? But how do they know where to get this stuff, right? They are people that they know that are famous or well versed in this type of activities that they go to, which then refer them to those type of people that make this ingredients, these muffins.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right, I get you. All right, thank you so much. You also said when we were out of camera, you said something about in school restrooms, or should I say toilets. You said something that there was a day you were walking into the toilet and you were inside. While you were there, someone came to knock and was knocking very roughly. Tell me more about it. yeah, because I know my viewers would really want to hear things like this, and the listeners would really want to maybe send us some comments and tell us more about that.
Yeah, when I was I'm still in high school, of course. Now, when I was in the lower grade, back in grade 8, right, I went to the boys' toilet. It was quite cramped. I went to go, well, as you know, do my little number one, take a piss, of course. As I was doing that, a group of boys came towards my door, kept on knocking, bang, 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 do, 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 do. They opened the door to hide from the teachers. There were teachers, guards chasing them because they were found with vapes. They were found with weed inside their bags.
Mm.
Mm.
So what you're saying is some children go inside of the restroom and they go and smoke these things.
Yeah.
So that's where they do it when they're in schools.
Yes.
So that means, okay, I want to understand something. There's something that I'm not really getting.
Yeah.
The teachers, don't they search bags
Well,
or they don't search?
it depends on the school mainly, but most good schools do search children's bags, but it does not refrain from the fact that a child can easily hide this type of things. As you know, children nowadays are quite mischievous. They do anything and will do anything
Mm.
to hide what they need to hide.
Absolutely. Another thing, there was a day I actually was walking towards your school. I saw before children walked in, they were searching their bags.
Yeah.
Does that mean that they noticed that children are doing funny stuff? That's why they started searching?
Yes, yes. Normally, when you're known for doing bad stuff, you build up a reputation, of course, right?
Mhm.
So then that is when they start searching you more. They start suspecting you more of doing bad stuff
But they
and
were
being
searching
involved.
every child that was entering the school. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
So it means they noticed that children were doing funny stuff. Then they decided to now search school bags.
Well, you can put it like that, but as you know, one bad apple corrupts the bunch. You know.
I get you.
Yeah.
Very, very well said. Well said. All right. For now, we're going to give the microphone to Emma first, and we will take Bobby very soon. Emma, we are going to give the microphone back to you. Tell us more. What is it that you know about this space muffins? Or in primary school, are they doing this space muffin things as well?
I would like to start by your first question about how you walked past our schools and you saw they were searching bags.
Mhm.
Every time there's an event at school where you have to pay 10 rand by the big gate, they search bags, they search you, they scan you because it's an event.
Okay.
It's not a normal school day, it's an event. And
Okay.
people tend to bring drugs during those types of events.
So they bring drugs. I
Yes.
get you.
During
Okay.
those types of events. So they decide to search bags and check what's in your bag. So, what most people don't understand is that it doesn't just start in high school,
Okay.
it starts in primary school from grade 6.
Really?
From grade 6, you notice there are kids smoking, and it always, what I noticed, it always takes place in the bathroom.
Mm.
Every time, the bathroom.
Wow. This thing of drugs in schools, or should I say marijuana, or what is the other name that you said they call it?
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. Hmm. Children are actually coming up with names or words that are very, very tricky. Parents might not even pick up what they're talking about. If you hear your child is talking on the phone asking about Mary Jane, you know it's not Mary Jane. They are actually talking about marijuana. They are talking about ganja. They are talking about weed. So please pay attention, parents. Pay attention. because these kids of nowadays really seems to be very mischievous. They seems to be very out there. They seems to be knowing things that adults sometimes might not even know or understand. So as parents, what is it that you would like, Emma? What is it that you would like to tell parents?
Search your children's bags without them knowing it. Check their phones, check their messages.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I would just like to tell you a story about the code names for weed, marijuana,
Mhm.
vape. Let's start with vape. Vape is often called choof.
Wow. So instead of using vape, they will use the name
Choof.
Truth. Wow. Guys, I believe you are watching, you are listening to this. So they sometimes call it Truth. Wow. Children.
And
Oh my
oka
God.
pipe is known as oka.
Mhm. So you see, as parents, we really, really have to pay attention and know what's going on in the lives of our children nowadays, things that they're doing, and so on, because you can see that many of them do come up with names that are very weird, names that will not even make you suspect them, that they are talking about things like drugs or things like, things that are harmful. So let us pay attention as parents. Let's monitor our children. Let's check their bags. Uh, you know, there was another time as well. I was passing towards a school that's very close to your school outside.
Mhm.
I saw many children smoking outside the school.
Yes.
They were smoking cigarette, and I was actually very shocked to see that because I thought of myself. I'm like, my time, even though I'm not very old, but my time, we never saw things like that where children will smoke outside
Mm.
the school. That was actually shocking for me. What would you like to say about it, Emma?
Concerning smoking outside the school, very normal, especially high schools. Very normal to see kids smoking outside of high schools. And this is because when something happens outside the school, not the teacher's problem, nobody's problem, because they know they are most likely to get jumped outside the school than inside. Inside, they will talk, 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 but when they get outside, they keep quiet. Even if they see you smoking, stabbing your peer, doing anything, they will leave you because
Wow.
it's outside.
So this again takes. Do you want to say something else?
Oh, yes,
Okay.
I do. I would like to finish about the code names. But first, I'll tell you a story. It was my first day in grade 8, and I was with my friend. Me and my friend went to a shop down the road from our school to buy ice. It was a very hot day. To buy ice cream. Usually, we don't say ice cream, we just say ice. So we walked up to the shop and asked the guy for ice. We gave him 2 rand. This guy came back with weed papers, about four, like, papers they roll weed in. He came back with it and gave it to us. We were shocked. We're like, no, we asked for ice cream. Then he apologized profusely. He said, sorry, sorry, it was a mistake. So what I believe is that one of these code names for weed or weed papers is ice.
Wow. So that means they do have a code for it as well. When they're asking for that, they just call it ice. Parents, I hope you are listening to this. I hope you are following. We would like to appreciate you all that are following, and thank you so much for your likes in advance. Please share, comment, and
Subscribe.
like as well. Thank you so much. All right, so we are still on this subject.
Drug uses in school.
Absolutely. So we are talking about this. This is a very serious matter. We're going to have more subjects that we're going to bring to you, family. We are all one. So please let us follow this, listen to this, help your children, those that are already astray. And there are so many ways to help them. Please have a conversation with your child every day when they come from school, parents. Even though if you're not maybe a parent, if you're a guardian, do you have a conversation with those children when once they return from school? Reason why you should have this conversation, it's because once you do, there will be something new they're going to tell you, and it will be easy. It's not going to be easy for them to just go astray because you are monitoring them on time, you're asking them questions, you are following up, and you are doing your best as a parent or guardian. So please, like the word that says that it takes a village to raise a child. Whenever you see a child is doing something wrong, whether it's your neighbor's child or someone that you know or you don't know them, I would prefer, I know where we are in this world, usually they say you don't talk to other people's children because it might become a problem for you. What I would suggest is anytime you see a child is doing something wrong as a parent, you can also advise them respectfully without insulting them. Emma, do you have something you would like to say?
I would. Concerning space muffins and space cookies.
Okay.
So, space muffins and space cookies.
Mhm.
Cookies, it's literally biscuits but with wheat in them. Muffins, you already heard Bobby talked about it. So, basically, these things are sold near like schools, tuck shops, and the price range differs depending on what you want. Depending if you want chocolate chips in them, maybe you get it for like 80 rand or whatever. But the original price, it starts from 40 rand.
Wow, wow, wow. Whew. This is a lot, parents. We are learning every single day. That is the reason why they say if you are still living, you are learning, unless you are dead. Only the dead do not learn. As long as you are still on earth, we all are still learning, if you know what I mean. So please let us not say that I know it all. Let's listen to this. This will help us understand so many things. It will take us to a different level. It will push us to a level whereby we are going to change, or at least try to change this world to becoming a better world. I've got Bobby still here. Bobby's not gone yet. We are going to ask him more questions with regards to the space muffins, vape, and so on. And there's something else that I would like to also speak about. Um, we are going to talk about this. This is
Drug uses in school.
absolutely. Thank you so much. So, Bobby, we are giving you the microphone back. We want to find out more from you with regards to the vape and so on. All right. Bobby, go ahead. Thank you so much. Okay. So, we give you the microphone back. We would like you to tell us more about uh, the space muffins, the prices, where exactly they are. What are the other things that you would like to talk about that maybe we didn't touch before we end the podcast of today?
Well, you basically said everything that needs to be said, right? As my co-host Emma just said, it does have to do about 40 rand normally, and depending on the preference of the customer, yeah, the prices definitely varies. It changes every time depending on the preference of the customer, what they want, when they want it, where should they drop it, where do they want to come pick it up.
Well, okay. What is it? What advice would you like to give parents, Bobby? What is it that parents should do in order to monitor their children, in order to find out exactly what they're doing, and what are the secrets that parents should know about?
Well, an advice for parents, I'll just say, is communication is key. Be able to have a heart to heart with your child. Don't talk in general with your head. Talk with your head and with your heart. Be understanding, be compassionate, and be knowledgeable when you speak. And yes, aggression should be there. Of course, sometimes you need to be hard, disciplined, but don't let it overwhelm you to the point that you only think about what you think is right. Think about the end goal, because it's better when a family is united than against each other.
Wow, 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 wow. Did I tell you that today you look so handsome, Bobby?
I think I get that.
Oh, wow. Okay. And Emma, you are looking absolutely hot and fabulous today.
Thank you.
All right, so we are still on this subject. We're going to end very soon with this podcast of today. We have more subjects coming. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe. We are here for you. We'll bring you more subjects. And if you do have anything that you would like us to talk about, please send on the comment. Send us your comments. Send us everything that you want us to talk about. We will definitely do it for you. On my side, I would like to advise parents to please communicate, like it was said by Bobby as well. And I believe I mentioned that before. And another thing that I would like parents to do is to not let your child be the parent. You are the parent. Do not allow your child become the parent in the house. They need to know exactly where they belong, what's their position in the house. Not because we are living in a society whereby they want us not to beat children, not to show our children that we do have cultures and backgrounds where we come from. We need to teach our children that we do have cultures. We do have a place where we came from, or you'll be kept into, or be kept by. We do have values. And our values are not the same with other people out there. So we need to make our children understand that anytime, any day. And another thing as well that I would like to add again, parents, please communicate with the teachers every time. Let your children know that you are having a constant communication with the teachers of your children. There's a reason why you should do that. Why you are doing that is because you want your child to understand that if they do anything wrong in school, you are going to be informed. And you are doing that as well so that you'll be kept into the loop. When your child is doing something wrong, they will let you know, if you know what I mean. So please, please, please communicate. We are towards the end of this podcast of today. We will bring you many, many hot gist. It's coming. Emma and
Mom.
Yay! We'll have more gist for you. So that was just us trying to make you feel more amazed, more welcome, and yeah, we just wanted to add some spices into this podcast. This is Emma and
Mom.
Please share, subscribe, like, and comment.
And hit the notification button.
There you are. We are going to leave you today with this in mind. Remember, if you are still alive, you are still learning, and we are learning every single day. Do not see yourself as if you are too old. You are not too old to learn. And thank you so much. Emma, do you want to say a last word before we close?
We love you all. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bobby, thank you for coming. We appreciate, and goodbye, everyone. Ciao.